Trying is the first step towards failure.
In love with your friend the cat. It's fantastic. Like I said, I've been waiting all day for this guy to show up, actually for 3 days. And he just tells me now he's on the way. And he has this bike that I will trade my car for because I want to be able to move around. 30 miles. No, actually, it's 50 miles of range at 30 miles an hour on a charge. That's excellent. You know how long has it been since I've driven? I haven't driven in 10 years. I haven't had a license in 10 years. Well, around the 2015 time period, I had a girlfriend. The girlfriend was someone that I was very attracted to. It was a friend of mine's wife. Actually, I got the, what's up, dude? I was supposed to marry them. But you see, they broke up. So they were done. She was done with him. And I just started talking to her as she would go from Houston to go visit her dad's. And this is along the way. So she wanted to stop and see. And we started hanging out. And then it happened. She invited me to her dad's. And I went up to her dad's. And they were like trying to get us to hook up, the stepmom and the dad. And they were building a house. So we were just like, I was like, let's go pick berries or some shit. And I took her straight to the house. We smashed all night long. Now, I drove her car in 2015 in different places. And I loved her. I did. I love this girl. But she was very mean. She didn't have any, she didn't know how to do her emotions right. I put sugar in this. Man, game changer. That's a game changer. That shit's fucking good now. Kiani tastes like shit normally. I'm sitting here with my cat. I was afraid my video to Blue Eagle wasn't going to land because I didn't hear anything out of her until just a while ago. So I'm pretty sure she appreciates it. And I really like her. I do. Despite the weirdness from the last time we had met up or whatever, which I've told that, but it's still a very beautiful woman. She was just in that tomboy mode. But I really like her. She shares a lot of the same views and is very well studied on some of this shit that I take as my worldview, spiritual worldview. So it just makes me feel so good, you know, to be able to be just happy to spend the time with somebody and like without the bullshit, without all the bullshit that you have from normal relationships. Normally, you have somebody's trying to play you. They're trying to get something out of you that you're yours. And it just disillusioned me in love, period. It's not to say that I'm in love, but I have the love. And it's neutral. It's not like, it doesn't have me completely freaked out. But I will admit, for most of the time, I am a horny bastard. Because male, you know? I'm watching Shoe on Head. And Shoe on Head, I really like her. She's kind of like a liberal, but she's very critical of all the very strange liberal shit. And I got rid of most of the right wing, all the way political stuff that I watch, except I quit watching Tim Pool and I started watching Jimmy Dore, you know, to stay sort of, because I like Kurt Metzger. I think he's fucking funny as fuck. Where was I trying to go with this? You gotta forgive me. I'm a little drunk, which is very rare. It doesn't happen very often. It happens now. The guy finally said he's coming. So he says it takes him an hour and a half. So let me see. You gonna let me look? So by 8, he should be here. And I'm gonna let him take this car if he's got this bike. Because I want this bike. And I can't do anything with the car. And even if I do, I don't have the license yet. But to have that bike, if it's $1,000 bike, that's what's up. Because then I could get around. Even if it's on a bike, I could get around. I could put me a backpack on. I could take a chain with my lock. Fucking go with it. Go wherever I need to go. Yeah, it's very exciting. You might think, well, why would you have a little car? Why would you do that? I talked to my brother, and my brother was like, he didn't understand it. I was like, well, look, you got to understand. If I come up with the money, and it's very hard to come up with any money at all. Our rent is due tomorrow. We don't have it. We're behind. If I don't work with somebody that'll come and pick me up, then I'm totally screwed. I can't just, I don't have a job. And I need a job or some way to make money other than my roommate. We have a job coming up in 2 weeks, or maybe now it's about a week away. But it's so terrifying being on the edge of losing everything that you possibly have. I'm not comfortable with it. You used to be when I was in situations like that. It was in my fucked up marriage and with drugs, because I never really felt safe being with that girl. Not after the first time she did the crazy shit she did on me. It freaked me out, and it was never really the same after that. In 2010, she just stole our income tax, ran off and stole my car, which I had a Hyundai Elantra that my grandmother helped me co-sign for me to get. So it was a new car, but I came out here and moved out here with it. So I wasn't making the payments. My grandmother had died, so it wasn't that big a deal. I wouldn't have done it to her. She was alive, but she had died and we were very close. But my ex went to the Family Crisis Center. I told him that I was raping her or doing something. She just totally went and knocked me out because she wanted to steal the income tax money. She did. She managed to get a hold of it and tried to take off and burn me, but they took away the kids from her because she pulled that shit. So I was never in the position ever again to really trust her. Never trusted her again. Didn't. And it was always something like that. It was always a ruse. And I wish I could have saved myself of that type of life and marriage. But I feel like I had some sort of contract with this person, you know, because good or bad, they were a catalyst to provide some fucking resistance in life for me. Resistance with my kids, resistance with my relationships, resistance with like just generalizing trust in the world. And although I've been in other relationships since then, that none of them have ever been like with that person did so much harm to me and tried to make me out like a monster when I'm not even really that type of person. Yeah, I fucked her up and did some shit, but it was like we would get into a fight and you couldn't get away from her, you know. She was always the one starting to fight with you. Never held herself back, never really tried to heal, and it really messed me up. But the thing that would have messed me up more would have been being bitter about it than wondering during all those years if she was okay and still praying for her and not letting myself go bitter. That seemed to be a bigger catalyst towards open up my heart than anything else. And I think that's important. That you may not think that it is, but very rarely do you have an opportunity to have an ideal relationship with somebody. You know, you've got to grow up and you've got to grow through your own bullshit. And I think she finally settled down, but I really feel like she's just playing a role to get her needs met, to get what she wants at the expense of her heart. And that's a shame. That's a shame. I'm not willing to do that. But it hurts because you still love the person, but you recognize the damage that they have and that they have experienced. And when you know somebody's damaged like that, it's like you don't attack them for the shit they do to you in the same way. You feel a little bit of pity for them. Unfortunately, I do. Like, I think of them as broken and not able to function right. Whether that's right or wrong, I don't know. But it is the way it is. But be good to yourself. Try to be good to other people. Don't fuck people over. And always be open to love where you can. Because if you're not open to love, if you don't have a connection for yourself to love, life is so bleak. It's really bleak. You know, men and women belong together. They're made for each other. You might not believe that. You might believe some leftist fucking weird new age shit. But at the end of the day, you're going to find men and women are two pieces of a whole that need to be together.